Hey guys, Hell's First here, and I want to talk about patch 1.2, which is coming out here tomorrow, the 23rd. And the main thing I want to talk about in it is one of the artifact sets that's coming to it, which is the Heart of Depth. So the Heart of Depth is a new Hydro artifact set from the new domain coming out in the new region area. Now, the two-piece set of it gives you Hydro damage bonus plus 15%, which finally we're getting some Hydro love. It's fucking amazing. We need these hydroponics years ago. Then we get the four-piece set after using an elemental skill, increases normal attack and charged attack damage for 30% for 15 seconds. So, who comes to mind immediately? You can hear him talking right now. It's Childe, that Tartaglia, the man of the hour, my favorite out of all the characters that has come to be. Yet I have not been able to make him do the mass DPS. I wish I could, because a set like this didn't exist. Now, this set for him is the absolute perfect fit for any character in the game, because his elemental skill puts him into his sword state, where he just dominates, and the extra damage for those 15 seconds is gonna be sweet. So I wanted to try and figure out how to make him my main carry, my main DPS, so that I could use this new set to its full advantage. Now, yeah, you could throw him in and burst for 15 seconds, but come on. Let's make him a main. Let's make him a carry. Why the hell not? So, I'm going to push for it with this party right here. And the party, it's pretty awesome. It literally puts together what I think needs to happen. So, you've got Childe, you've got Mona, you've got Bennett, and you've got Diona. So the reason for this is, first and foremost, you have the two waters in there. So the water elemental resonance is affected by pyro for 40% less time. So when the ground's burning, you're not as pissed. And increase incoming healing by 30%. Now, the reason that's so important to me is because the two healers I have in here are both subpar healers. Bennett, not a top-end healer. We all know this. Diona, not a top-end healer. We all know this. But because I have that elemental resonance, both of them together can act like a real deal healer. And on top of that, you have fire and ice, which both go incredible with water. You either get melt or you get overload. Or frozen. It's fucking sick. It's absolutely amazing. So, this is how I put it together. I've got Childe sitting at level 80, running the stringless, because you want that elemental mastery and that increased elemental skill and elemental burst damage by 24%. Broken. Then the artifacts I'm using right now don't really count, because we know what I'm going to switch them up with here in the future. But for the damage you're seeing in the video here, it's Gladiator's Finale and Wanderer's Troop, two-piece set on both. So now, we go into Mona. Now, Mona is a monster. We've known this forever, right? She hits super hard, but her main reason in here is just to drop that little taunt. Because you drop the taunt, then you literally pop over to Childe while you're waiting for his E ability to come back, and you're just sniping shit that's standing still because it's trying to attack something that doesn't really exist. It's awesome. Especially for putting two together, let Riptide get built up on something. It's a great way to keep shit off Childe until his recharge comes back to use his E. Plus, her ult is fucking massive, and it completely scales off of elemental mastery. So I've got her sitting at 354 elemental mastery. Now, you want this high for that massive burst of damage. And then I'm also running her with the artifacts of the two-piece Noble Oblige for that elemental burst damage, and that two-piece Wanderer's Troop for more elemental mastery. So she's in there to do that massive DPS and to help Childe and to give us more healing. So she's a burst character. She's the sub DPS. So then I've got Bennett, which we all know who Bennett is. We all know why we use him. You put him in full Nobles Oblige because of the extra attack by 20% for 12 seconds, plus the elemental burst damage on himself, and he creates that healing field that automatically heals you. And then, as you know when you read it, if you have more than 70% health, you gain an amount of attack based off Bennett's base attack, which is nuts. So it adds a shitload of attack to the character. On top of that, it heals like crazy. And if it is below 70% health is when it actually heals you. So you want to get it above 70% to take full advantage of the extra damage of Bennett. And energy recharge on him is what you're going to want to go for if you haven't built him yet, because you want that ult to come back as much as possible. So on top of that, Diona. Now, I've been trying to fit her into a party for a long time, but she is incredible with the C6 talent. Nuts. So the C6 constellation is characters within signature mixes radius will gain the following effects based on their HP amounts. Increases incoming healing bonus by 30% when HP falls below or is equal to 50%, and elemental mastery increased by 200 when HP is above 50%. This is insane. 200 elemental mastery. That's nuts. So you drop that, then pop out Mona, you've got 549 elemental mastery. When you use that super, it's gonna be insane. Especially if you drop Bennett, then drop Diona, then pop over, use Mona's super, or use Childe's super. It's gonna be insane. But if you use Mona's, you switch back to Bennett, hit real quick with your E, and watch a monster-ass explosion of damage to everything happen. It is such a fun team. It works. I climbed through floor 9 tonight, which was just a breeze. I'm going to show you some of that. That's what you're seeing in the background right now. And this is truly just a super fun team. I enjoy it. I think you guys might enjoy it as well. I'm running the Maiden's Beloved on Diona just for that extra healing, simply because her heals aren't that strong. But this is a really, really fun team. And something I didn't hit on is that Diona's little shield, her E ability, allows Childe, when he's up close and personal with somebody, to freeze them, to make it so they can't move. All they have to do is hit you after you've hit them with your water. It's such an awesome shield. It helps you survive, and it allows you to freeze them, which on those super hard bitch mobs that are huge, it's really fun taking them down because they can't hit you back. So, if you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe, as well as click the bell for notifications. And I hope that I'm right with these new artifacts and what they're going to do for Childe, but I truly think he's going to become one of the strongest characters in the entire game. It's going to be fucking awesome. Well, thanks for watching the video, guys, and as always, until next time, ta-ta.